What's going on with everybody out there in the world? I am your host, KaoMinerva, back again with another video today. We're going to be talking about something very important, right? We're going to be talking about the 5 reasons women are single today in 2020, right? There are a lot of women single today, right? A lot of women can't get no man. A lot of women don't even know why they can't get no man. So today, I'm here to help everybody that needs a man that probably doesn't know or probably do know but don't really give a damn. But we're going to figure this thing out, right? 5 reasons. 5. So we're going to start off the top with the fact that women automatically feel entitled as soon as they meet a guy. As soon as you meet me, you expected me to pay your bills. You feel like I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing all of this stuff that your quote-unquote husband should be doing. But if I'm expecting you to be, giving me wifely duties as soon as I meet you, that's absolutely absurd. That's just ridiculous. That's me being a damn fool. That's me being an idiot. It's unrealistic, ladies. Stop feeling entitled and thinking that dudes should just be Superman. That's not the way that reality works, okay? That's not the way that it works. If you keep on meeting these dudes and you feel like dudes are supposed to move the world for you and he just met you, you don't have no rapport with this guy, you have no history with this guy, especially if you have a bad track record with a bunch of garbage ass dudes and stuff like that, you think we're gonna be doing that? That's not what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be hearing what you're saying and we're gonna be keeping it moving. Because we already know it's a waste of time and resources. There's no point in engaging you any further than hi and then later on bye. That's it. And of course put you on block. The 4th main reason that a lot of women are single today is because they have feminist ideologies. These women genuinely hate the same men that they say should be protecting them. They genuinely hate the same men that they say should be paying all the bills, should be feeding them, should be doing all of this shit for them. It makes absolutely no sense, ladies. How can you tell me that you love me, we're supposed to be building something together, but you genuinely hate me? Modern day feminism is not about female liberation or whatever you want to call it. The shit is about man hating. That's what it's about. What rights do women have that, what rights do men have that women do not have? I don't understand. What's the point of you being feminist, especially if you're a black woman? More often than not, because I've actually dated a feminist before, most of her feminist issues stem from 2 things. It stemmed from her observing her relationship with her parents and her alleging that her father was a serial cheater. So she automatically has a disdain for him, unbeknownst to him, of course. And the fact that she lacked discernment in the men that she chose that ended up being cheaters, allegedly, according to her, and that just weren't the right choice at the time. A lot of women align with feminist ideologies, most of the time based off the kind of relationships they seen up close and personal, like their father and their mother, and then that bleeds off into the relationships that she has with other dudes, so she automatically has a negative aura about herself, and she automatically has just no good outlook on men, period. Ladies, you can't go into a relationship if you don't have a good outlook on men, period. It's just not gonna work, because the slightest thing, you're gonna automatically jump the gun and be like, yo, all men are shit and this and that, and it just doesn't work. The man-hating aspect of it or whatever, that's not working with black men, period. It might work with other dudes, but it doesn't work with us. So stop. We're not gonna be subservient to you. We're not gonna kiss your ass, especially not high-tier, high-earning black men. It's not happening. The 3rd main reason a lot of these women are single is because these women are morbidly obese. Now listen, there are men that like BBWs. There are men that like SSBBWs or SBBWs, whatever you want to call them. But if we're being honest and we're being realistic, most women want a high-tier, high-status, high-gross earning man. These men are not dealing with obese women. These men are not dealing with fat women. It's not happening. I'm not saying that there are guys that don't like BBW women, but the average woman that's a BBW or whatever, these women are expecting $100,000, $250,000, $500,000, rap star type dudes to be one to be with them. And if dudes express that they aren't interested in a BBW woman, they automatically go on a shaming tactic spree and start being disrespectful. They, start trying to shame you into accepting them as they are. But if we be perfectly honest, those same women don't want a guy that's obese like themselves. So how does that work? I understand we all have our own preferences, right? And that's fine. But if we're being honest with ourselves, me being honest with myself, if I was fat, my dating pool would significantly go down. Because the standard of handsomeness in this country is not some fat dude. That's just the truth. The only difference between men and women is, we are evaluated based on what we do, our status, what we earn, how good we look. That comes into play, but in the grand scheme of things, that shit ultimately doesn't matter. If you get money and you have resources, you have assets, you have power, what you look like doesn't matter. If it did, the show Flavor of Love would not have been so popular, and Flavor Flav would not be getting all these beautiful women, because that nigga's ugly. Yet we can all agree. So the standard of beauty in this country is not some overweight, obese woman. It's just the truth. On top of that, when you factor in the health risks and things like that, if I want to have a child with you, I'm scared that my child is not going to make it because of your health complications. I'm not saying that in shape women or whatever you want to call it can't have health issues, but it just is what it is, ladies. Especially to my sisters, to my black women. The number one cause of death amongst black women is obesity and obesity-related complications. If you believe that I'm making this up, go ask your everyday nurse. Go to the CDC.gov website and look up the top five killers of black women. Diabetes and stuff like that are obesity-related complications. So I'm not just pulling this stuff out of my ass, ladies. I'm not making this up. The second main reason that women cannot get a man today is because most of these women are single mothers. We talking about it. We bringing it up. Y'all know single mothers is going to be on this list. Think about single mothers are some of the most delusional women on this planet. They are so delusional. These women will tell you that their children come first. Now, my responsibility as a man is to provide, is to protect, and ultimately be willing to die for the woman that I love, for my wife, right? The mother of my children, correct? I'm childless. I don't have a wife. If I engage a single mother, this woman wants me to put her children, to treat her children as my own, while also telling me that I will not be a priority in her life because her children come first. How does that work? I'm gonna be second in my own household. Now, I know a lot of women are gonna say, well, that's selfish of you to expect yourself to be first over the kids. They're not my kids. This other dude's kids are gonna be more important in your life than me. The man that's taking care of you, the man that's gonna die for you, the man that's gonna protect you. His children will come before me. And then the crazy thing about these single mothers is they don't want to talk to single fathers, because they know that single fathers are going to put their children first, and they don't want that because they want his resources to go to her children and her ultimately, of course. She's not willing to accept, a lot of them are not willing to accept that this man, his priority is also his children. So they go after single guys with these delusional, crazy ass high expectations, and then they're upset when they probably just end up with a wet ass and they don't ultimately get what they want. Doesn't that seem kind of absurd to you guys? I'm supposed to raise another man's kids that aren't mine. I can't discipline the kids. I can't tell the kids nothing, because ultimately they'll just be like, yo, you ain't my dad. What can I say as a man to dispute that? I could say, I'm taking care of you. I'm not your dad. I have no rights to those children. I know everybody's read that story online about the guy that raised this young daughter, and when he was willing to give her away at her marriage, she said, no, I want my real dad to give me away. Straight stake through the heart, dog. So yeah, single mothers are very problematic, especially in my community. You see what my complexion is. Very problematic. The main reason, the number one reason that women are single today is because most women have bought into prostitution logic. They've bought into whore logic. These women genuinely believe that you should give them money to get to know them. Now, I want you guys to think about this for just a second, right? If I see a woman that I'm interested in, right? I'm supposed to give her money to potentially have the privilege to be able to spend more money on her in the future. Does that make any kind of logical sense? These women say things like, if you want to get to know me, I'm spoiled, or I'm expensive, this and that. But when you look at the track record of dudes that they sleep with, that they have kids with, none of this shit is true. These dudes had to do none of this. They deal with these fucked up dudes and expect upstanding, productive dudes to pay them just for them being themselves. Doesn't that sound kind of retarded to you guys? Doesn't that sound kind of absurd? It sounds absurd to me. You know, I've thought about this shit so many times, like, how does that even logically make sense? But me being a man and being logical by nature, I automatically know that it doesn't make sense. And the crazy thing about this here is, you have obese women with this kind of ideology. You have feminists. You have single mothers. You have all of the women on this list can potentially all be one woman. Ain't that some crazy shit? Isn't that absolutely fucking absurd? Women you're not even married to, women you don't even really know, want you to pay them to talk to them. I guarantee you the dude with 3 felonies, the dude that she got 2 kids with that's on an attempted murder charge, he didn't have to pay shit. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys, for this video. Top 5 reasons women are single today, because these women have entitlement issues. These women are obese. These women are single mothers. These women are feminists, and ultimately, these women have a horror ideology and prostitution ideology. These OnlyFans type women, you know, can't deal with these women, man. To the guys out there that's listening, and to the women out there that's listening, if you think I'm just blowing smoke up my ass or out my ass, look at the women around you and actually ask yourself, why are these women single? Even if they are beautiful and attractive, why are these beautiful, attractive women single? These women are single for good reason. Ultimately, they know that they won't be able to attract a high-tier, high-gross earning man, because that'll require her to be a good woman. A lot of women don't have what it takes to be a good woman. A lot of women don't have what it takes to actually improve themselves to the level of said man to actually make it worth his time. Because to them, it's all about them. They feel like they are the prize. You're not the prize. You're not. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I know I kind of ran it on for a bit, but I would appreciate it if you guys like, share, and subscribe to this video. I really appreciate it. I see you guys really like the videos I do with my weapons and stuff like that, so I will be doing more of that. I ain't forgot about the PS5. You guys know the pre-orders were completely ridiculous. I still got y'all on that. Rapidly approaching 6,000 subscribers. For the guys that's been there the whole time, I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all. But until next time, guys, it's your boy KaoMinerva signing out. Everybody be safe, be blessed. See you guys next time.